Hello and welcome. Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to Monday. It's been a rough Monday. I have been out and back, washed my hair, so I thought we would just chat for a bit and I'd start this vlog while I prep my hair to blow dry. I went out and got my blood test done. If you watched the last vlog, you'll have seen that I tried to get it done on Friday while I was there for my doctor's appointment, and yeah, I was a little too dehydrated. It was no problem this time. It's just about 1 o'clock. Day has just run away from me. I had a call this morning at 9. As soon as that was done, I dashed out to the doctor's office to get my blood test and get the blood drawn. Came back, took a shower, got all cleaned up, then had breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever. Now I just need to do my hair really quick. I need to start working on a letter of recommendation for a former student who's reached out, and then at 2, so I'm running out of time because I want to work on that letter before my friend gets here. At 2, my friend Elizabeth is coming over and we're going to knit, and she's going to help me finally figure out how to do the heel of the socks that I started knitting like 2 years ago. I'm gonna section out and blow dry my hair and then go work on that letter and check my email, my work email, until my friend arrives. Okay, it is now 6:30. My friend left about an hour and a half ago. We made good progress on the heel, so there is now a heel in this sock. We did this bit here, and then we've started to turn it so that it comes up. So I've actually got it. So this is the cuff, and then it goes down to the heel. And now I need to do the bit that will come out the rest of the foot. I did some of this, but she did most of it. And now I need to get this one to the same stage. I feel like I know what I'm doing to build out the foot part of this sock, but I feel like that's kind of the easy part. So I want to get past, get up to this stage in the other sock before I forget everything I saw her do today. So I did a little bit more work on where she left off on this one. And then I switched and got this sock, because this I've done the heel flap, but I haven't done the heel turn. So I'm going to try to get through the heel turn today and possibly also get into the gusset, start the gusset. I'm so close. I'm so close on these stupid socks. They're gonna be so nice when they're done. I absolutely love this yarn. It's so pretty and it's nice and soft, and these will be so nice to have for just lounging around the house. So I really want to get them done. We had a good time. We had a nice chat, caught up. But I think I'm going to put this aside because it's 6:30, as I said. I need to go eat dinner because I'm quite hungry. I've got a killer headache. I've started rewatching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from the beginning. I think Beverly Hills is probably my favorite of the Real Housewives franchise, although New York City is a really close second. But I think Beverly Hills is my favorite. And so I finished watching season 1 again yesterday, and so I'm on season 2, episode 3 right now. I mean, this aired like 10 years ago, but it's crazy. Thinking of where my life was 10 years ago when I first started watching this show. So it just feels almost a bit nostalgic, but it's also just really nice, mindless television to put on while I'm relaxing at night. I'll probably watch some more of it tomorrow while I edit the next vlog. I'm gonna go get dinner so that I'm not eating super late, and then try to relax, try to get this sock caught up to this sock, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Hi. Okay, it is 4:30 on Tuesday. I have been working. I felt myself about to say, and I haven't gotten anything done. No, I have gotten a lot of stuff done. Just not quite. Well, some of it was what I thought it was going to be. Anyway, I did sleep in because I could not fall asleep last night again. So yeah, I did sleep in a little bit, but I woke up feeling really good and really calm and not stressed that I'd overslept, because it wasn't so much that I slept in, I just flat out overslept. And it's like, next thing I knew, I woke up at 8, and I think I just thought like one more hour, and the next thing I knew it was like 10:30, 10:40, and almost 11, and it was like, okay, didn't quite intend to sleep that late, but oh well. I started working on the letter of recommendation for my student. I'll probably do a little bit more. I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. I'm almost done. So if I don't finish it today, I will finish it tomorrow. I've already received the link to submit it. And an email from my student saying, okay, you should be getting the link soon. If you can do it as soon as you're able, that would be great. It's like, I will do it as soon as I'm able, and I saw the link, and this is why you don't email asking for letters less than 2 weeks before the deadline. Like, note to any students out there who might need a letter of recommendation from a professor, give them as much time as possible, like 2 weeks at a minimum. But I've created the file, I've started writing the letter. I just need to add about one more paragraph to it, so I'm almost done. But yeah, then after, as I was working on that, my friend Janelle called, and I was on the phone with her for 3 hours. So it's now 4:30, and I still need to edit a vlog, but I basically had 3 hours of good book-related mental work. I wrote down a few notes in the Independent Hearts book, but for the most part we talked about that because she's just reread the most recent draft. So there's 2 or 3, I think there's 3 really small things, like one sentence added here and there, that I'm gonna work on probably tomorrow, and then that will be ready to start copy editing. So that's great, that's almost done. I also ran my title idea by her. I have a title idea and I like it. As I told her, if I can't come up with anything better, that will be the title. So titles are just one of those things that are really difficult because there's a lot of books out there, and you want the title to fit the genre, but you also want it to be unique and not be what a million other people have titled their books. Anyway, we talked about Independent Hearts. She really likes where it's at. I really like where it got to. I think it's pretty much done. So I'm just going to make those last few changes and then start copy editing and doing the cover. And that's what got us talking about titles, because I kind of need a title to put on the cover. So we're getting down to crunch time for having to make a title decision. And I really do need to do a title reveal soon. I've done very few reveals related to this book because just everything has kind of been gotten off schedule, and the release date has been pushed back in my head. Like, at least I never like announced a release date. And I'm not that far behind schedule, but I do need to start getting a little bit more locked in on some of these choices. I could do a character name reveal, start revealing some of the character and location details a bit more, but I just haven't really been thinking of any of the marketing. But now that I'm starting to move into copy editing stage and then formatting and proofreading, I need to start thinking of marketing. And again, title is a huge part of that. So yeah, and then we talked about Across the Pond, and I'm feeling a lot better about that. I am feeling so much better about that book. I still need to wait and see what my mom thinks, but Janelle is one of my diehard readers, and she is so totally invested in these books, in this series, in these characters. She is very protective of Eleanor and Patrick, and she just wants the best for them and the best for their story. And as a writer, that's just so helpful, because she's not just throwing out ideas to make it more dramatic. She's throwing out ideas that will make their story stronger and better, and that feeds into my original idea. And so she kind of gave me some really great feedback that made me feel like, and she agreed that my original premise for the plot, my original idea, is good, but there were some things that she felt needed to change to make that idea make more sense, and also feel a bit stronger and just increase the stakes a bit more. And when she started running some of these ideas by me, as I filled up, I already had a half a page written. So I filled up the rest of this page, I filled up all of that page, and then I filled up the first third of that page. Made a ton of notes, and I ran some of the other ideas that I already had by her, and we bounced ideas about that. And yeah, we kept bouncing between different chapters in the book, and different scenes that I was like, okay, so what did you think about this scene? And what did you think about this scene? And yeah, she gave me excellent feedback. So it felt good. It felt validating that my ideas were good in the first place, but then it also gave me some really good ideas on how to make my original story better. And so I'm really happy about that. So I think I need to, I want to start doing the edits. I think I want to do a new draft, a kind of second draft with the notes that I've written down. So go through and make all of these changes and then send it out to a full round of beta readers. So I'll have her read it again, and then I'll have my other beta readers read that version as the first draft that they read, because I think that will, her comments and the comments that we came up with on the call, I think will make it a much stronger book overall, and will get it to the point where I would want the beta readers to read that. So that's exciting. I'm excited about that. So by the end of this week, tomorrow I've got a dentist appointment, and I'll be at my parents' house probably Thursday and Friday. Start copy editing and start getting back into the Across the Pond world, which is kind of weird. It's saying goodbye to, so I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I guess we'll do a slight reveal here on the vlog. So the town where the Independent Heart series is set in is called Olsenburg, Wisconsin, which is a fictional town, but it's based on a real town in Wisconsin. So by moving into these next stages, it's like I'm saying goodbye to Olsenburg and I'm moving more full-time back into London, and it's just moving into the copy editing stage and getting ready to publish a book is exciting, but also a bit sad almost, because you are saying goodbye, even though it's book one of a whole new series, and as soon as book one is out I can start working on book two. So you'd think that would motivate me, because I am excited to start working on book 2. I already know who it's going to be about, who the focus is, which character kind of takes the center stage. I started drawing out ideas for what book 2 will involve, what's going to happen. So I've got like, not so much an outline, but just a very rough like list of like some key points. So I am excited to start working on it. I also really want to get back to working on the Royal Romance series, because the outline was pretty much done, and I really love the characters that I came up with for that one. So I do really want to get back to that project. So I might start working on that one again, just in bits. I need to change my deadline on Scrivener for that project, because I think, yeah, I need to see if I do like just like 500 words a day in it. I need to see where I can get it, but I do feel like I'm almost to the point where I can start working on a third project again, and because editing Independent Heart's just about done. So, and now that I feel like I know I've got a stronger idea of how to fix and strengthen Across the Pond book 3, I'm basically, what it comes down to is I'm far less stressed about both of those 2 projects. And so I feel like I do now have just enough mental energy to start thinking about Royal Romance, and I'd rather start working on it sooner and give myself more time so that that stays a kind of lower stress project, because it also gets at one thing I've been trying really hard over these last few weeks to focus on, and what I feel like I'd lost earlier in the summer when I was just so focused on working on all of these projects and having so much that I was trying to do. I was turning into more of a product focused writer, and I like to be a process focused writer. I am not about the end product. That's not what I want. That's not the kind of writer that I want to be. I don't write to market, which is something that you read about a lot in self-publishing circles and writing circles. There is a big kind of, not trend, but like one of the ways that people approach it is to write to market, which means they write the books that are popular and trendy. So they might write romance because romance is like the top selling genre of books. I think that's not even just within self-publishing. I think that's just like, of all the books being sold, romance is like the best selling genre. And that's followed by sci-fi and fantasy. I know of, not a lot, but I do know of some writers who they got into writing romance because it was a top-selling genre, not because they had this burning passion to write love stories. And, you know, they've, from what it sounds like, they've gotten into the genre a lot more, and they read more of the genre themselves, but like, it's not their main thing. And so they are more product focused then. It is about the end product. It's about writing a book that will sell, rather than writing a story that is a passion project, that is just something that they're writing it because they enjoy writing that story. And there's nothing wrong with writing to market. There are a lot of indie authors who have built very lucrative and very successful careers by writing to market, and so I'm not shaming that at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I read a lot of books that I know are written by authors who are product focused, who are writing to market. They've written that book because they know it's a book that will sell. And so I read a lot of these books, and the good ones, you can't tell that they're writing to market. It's a good book, full stop. But as a writer, especially as a writer who's not doing this as my full-time job, this is something I'm fitting in around other stuff, I have to enjoy the process. I might be able to start adding in like a new series that is very market focused, very end product focused, if I ever get myself to a point where this is my full-time job, I might develop a series that is purely because I know it will sell. So, you know, because I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. As long as you're still putting out a good product that people will enjoy, that's what matters. I think the author's motivation is slightly less important. But for the writer, having more of that product focus to your writing can make the writing process a lot less fun, and that's what I was starting to deal with, and it was making it harder to sit down and want to work on all these projects because I was getting too wrapped up in the release schedule that I was imagining in my head for next year, for the end of this year and the beginning of next year. And I've got to be working on all these projects this summer because I want to put this one out in this month and this month and this month, and I want to do all these things. And it was all about getting those books done and out. And for me, I know I need to work on the marketing and the book sales and that end of things, but I don't want to do that at the expense of enjoying what I'm doing. I want to be focused on the process. I want to be enjoying the journey and not only be focused on the destination. So that's why these last few hours have been really helpful, because I feel like I'm getting back on track, and I feel like I know where I'm going with these stories now. I'm back feeling like that joy and that excitement for these stories and these characters, and I'm feeling really good about Independent Hearts, and that's making me excited to get it copy edited and get it out so you all can read it, because the feedback from the beta readers overall has been really good. The beta readers for Independent Hearts, even with, you know, the feedback and the comments that they did have, overall they really, really, really enjoyed it. And so now that I've gone back through it, I feel like it's good, it's solid, it's where it needs to be, it's a story I'm happy with and I'm proud of, and so I do feel like I'm ready to like move that on to the next stage. And I just feel like I'm a bit like, my love and excitement for Across the Pond has been renewed, and I just feel more confident about it. So I'm looking forward to getting into the editing process with that, and knowing that those books are both now moving into their next phase is also making me feel like maybe I can dive back into the Royal Romance project and get into that. And I'm itching to be writing something fresh, because I feel like I've been editing for a while, and I got so caught up in my own head that the tail end of writing Across the Pond book 3 just really wasn't as much fun as it should have been, and that was entirely my fault. That was a perspective issue, a mindset issue, and something that I'm going to be much more cognizant of going forward. I feel like this vlog has just turned into a random rambly writer chat video, but it's now just about 5 o'clock and there's really not anything else I'm gonna do today that's gonna be that vlog worthy. So we're just gonna let this be a chatty, rambly author chat vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm gonna stop chatting and go get back to work, because that vlog is unfortunately not gonna edit itself. Wouldn't that be so nice? YouTube would be so much easier if vlogs could just edit themselves. Okay, it's 6:30. The vlog is mostly edited. I'm just adding in all the music, which is my favorite part of editing vlogs. So I'm enjoying that. It's been a good day though. Like, I feel like even though I didn't get that much work done, that 3-hour call with Janelle, I love my friends. I know she watches these, so thank you, Janelle. Come back to the next vlog. Tomorrow I'm going to the house, hang out with the dogs, do some work. I've got a dentist appointment. I've got my next cleaning, so little nervous about that. Like, I'm not as afraid to go to the dentist anymore, but I still get nervous anytime I have to do anything dental or medical related. You just never know what's gonna pop up, so we'll see. But that will be in the next vlog. Our question for this vlog, I guess because I've been binging Real Housewives of Beverly Hills over the last few days, I'd really love to know what your cheesy, ridiculous reality TV show of choice is, or if you don't watch reality TV, if there's some other, like, not guilty pleasure, because I don't believe in those. Like, if you enjoy it, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. If you're not hurting anyone else, you know, it's all good. You do you. My mom absolutely hates these shows, and I often watch them when I'm over at their house, and so she'll come into the family room and see me watching, and she's always got some kind of commentary about it. So my mom hates these, doesn't understand why I watch them. I enjoy them. It doesn't hurt her, so I enjoy it. So what TV show do you have that maybe other people in your life are like, how can you watch that? But you just can't help it. Like, I really would like to know. For me, it's definitely The Real Housewives and also The Bachelor / Bachelorette, which I do have a new episode of The Bachelorette to watch tonight, or I might save it for tomorrow. Although tomorrow is the last day of Loki. I think it's the last. It's episode 6. I'm pretty sure there are only 6. I'm not ready for it to be over. Anyway, that'll all be in the next vlog. But yeah, let me know what your favorite kind of just really cheesy, mind candy, just zone out kind of TV show is. I would love to know. Give the vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All of that great stuff. And I will see you all in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!